Hello, this is Whatcast. This is Matt. The flat Earth meltdown continues since the final experiment in Antarctica. All of the results are coming out now. 16 experiments allegedly were done. We've all seen the 24-hour sun, which has been debunked now by Eric Dubay, allegedly, which is ridiculous if you go and watch that. Also, there's loads of other ridiculous accusations. The cope is beyond anything I ever could have dreamed of. It's very, very funny, and the more they do it, the more hilarious it becomes, the more desperate it becomes, and the more ridiculous they make themselves look. Let's check this out. MC Toon had on the same guy that FTFE had on the other day, this guy called Niko, right? The cope is strong with Niko. Let's check out what he's saying. What isn't he saying? He's literally everything's fake. He spoke about drones, etc. Let's pick this up because this is very, very funny. He tries to evoke a sun simulator here, and let's see what happens.
Did you talk about the sun simulator too?
There's no sun simulator.
Love it. Let's go.
But yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it. You missed the part. Yeah, I have.
Oh, by the way, the other guy talking, I think his name is Max, is quite funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
NASA, the patent for it, dated here July 6, 1971. So this is not even 2 years after they supposedly landed on the moon. So they never even cared to work on going back because they knew they couldn't go back. So they got instead working on the...
They always crack me up when they say that about the moon. By the way, this is a real picture of the sun with a solar filter that MC Toon himself has taken. I think maybe Dave McKeegan, I don't know, someone that was in Antarctica took thousands of pictures of the sun to confirm it was the actual sun. And they also got people from around the world to also take pictures of the sun at the exact same time to confirm that it had the same sunspots and it was therefore the same sun, therefore blowing out the sun simulator. But there, what he's just saying there about the moon landing, they always talk about things like this because people that don't think just listen to what they're saying and go, yeah, that's right. And they just get confirmation in their own echo chambers. We didn't go back because we knew we couldn't go back. So is he conceding that we went to the moon then with that? Or is he saying we didn't go to the moon and we can't go to the moon? Because he just said we didn't go back because we can't go back. They always they confuse themselves the way they speak. I'd always say this to people that don't think we went to the moon, is that and then say, oh, it's been delayed again. If you did go back to the moon now, would you believe it? No. So why bring it up? There's literally no point. You're proving right here with an Antarctic expedition that you don't believe anything you see anyway, no matter whether the proof is smacking you in the mouth or not. Let's watch on.
US patents in STAR. So NASA owned STAR, which is the sun simulator. So the patent for it is here. We've actually seen it and used. There's many pictures of it online being built. So again, very well, if you somehow magically can disprove that this was filmed in a studio set.
Disproved.
Then,
they disproved
of course, it. The sun simulator is going to come into play for sure.
Do you see that photo that I'm sharing to you? You see that?
I'm looking at it, yes.
Okay, read the date.
December 15th, 2024.
Yep, and that's UTC. Do you see on there any sunspots?
Who's to say this could be the sun? It just
right
looks like a white orb. It could be the moon. It could be a sun simulator.
I don't care for your denialism. This is a photograph of the sun. There are 1,200 of them. Do you see any sunspots on there?
Okay, is these black blotches? Is that what you're referring to as sunspots?
Yes. Yeah. Do you see the sunspots?
Doesn't even know what sunspots are.
Do you see where they are?
Yeah, they're on the left half portion of this illuminated disc.
So here's another one taken the 13th of December from a different location. Do you see that?
Yeah, now we have a different formation of the said sunspots.
Yeah. So there you go. Do you see any similarities there? You see you see the two sunspots rotated. Here's another one from the next day. Do you see this? This has, I'll zoom in here a little bit here. You see the two sunspots there on the bottom right?
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. So that's
I see the triangle formation. The first picture didn't have this triangle formation.
Correct, like because that was the day before. Now here's yet another one here. Oh, look at that. This is a much better photo. See that? This is from England, 52 degrees north. Do you see the two?
This could still be the sun simulator. Some of the LEDs could have not been working, and that's why it's got these blacked out blotches.
What? Did he just say that? See, what I normally do, just to let people know, I go through this, I kind of listen to these sometimes when I'm kind of dozing off to sleep, or if I'm at the gym or something like that, I might watch this, but sometimes I'll just flick through or put it on twice the speed or just jump through bits. I've never heard him say before that this could still be the sun simulator and that these are pieces of LED that stopped working. But I'm glad he said that, because I'm pretty sure that is going to not help him one bit. Let's see.
So this could be the sun simulator that we're looking at right now. That was taken in Whitney, Oxfordshire, England.
Because Proba 3, so the European Space Agency launched Proba 3 on December 4th. So there is a lot of anomalies up in the sky.
Has nothing to do. This is all coping. This is because you're a pathological liar. Right here, this anybody can take these photos. This is a photo taken in England, 52.79 degrees north. It's got those two sunspots on the bottom right, and then up above it, it's got a large one with a couple little mini ones there.
Just to remind everybody, MC Toon here went to Antarctica, was there on the expedition, took these pictures with Dave McKeegan, who's also there. There were flat earthers there that this guy has listened to in the past. Niko, his name is, and the flat earthers are Jeranism and Witsit. They could have done all of this. They decided to do nothing while they were there to prove anything, because they knew it wasn't going to prove anything they wanted it to prove. So everyone that didn't go is now having to cope by calling them fake, them liars, and everyone else fake. And it was a studio and it was a dome and all of this other nonsense. And the sun was a sun simulator. Why would it need to be a simulator? I thought it was all in a dome, that they just projected a sun onto the dome and spun it round. So that's not a sun simulator. They just grasp at every single thing. It's definitely this and it's this. So it's CGI and it's a dome and it's a sun simulator and the snow was imported in and they didn't go and they did go and. Everything but what actually happened. They went on an expedition that goes all the time with ALE, and a guy paid for a load of them to go to shut some of them the fuck up. But rather than just shutting the fuck up, this bloke that didn't go has got to just deny.
And here is... Oh, and look at that. It's got rotated about 180 degrees. You've got the two sunspots on the left side, upper left, and then down right, you've got the big one and that little mini one. Amazing. Look at that. Just a little bit apart from each other. Isn't that amazing? Somebody in England and somebody in Antarctica taking photographs of the sun and getting the same sunspots. Turns out you lied.
But is this the same sun that you're taking pictures of?
It's the same sun.
Caught 24-hour daylight?
It's the same sun. Yes, absolutely.
There's
100% the same sun.
One sun.
Yeah, there's only one.
What do you mean? Is it 100% the same? How many is there? What's he talking about?
Yeah, this is the same sun. So as the globe predicted, the sunspots are rotated. They're not mirrored. So sucks to be you right now, Chuckles. Here's another one, right?
Unless you're somehow saying that.
Look at that rotated again, Chuckles.
That they put in a sun simulator for what 4 days, 3 days. And no one saw it replace the actual sun. Niko, your claims
England, these pictures weren't taken from Antarctica or Union Glacier.
Exactly, that's the whole point. This one was taken.
That proves the point against you. Yeah, but this weren't taken from Antarctica. Yeah, that's the point. It's the sun that everyone else is seeing, but it's setting everywhere else and it's circling around in Antarctica because that's the way the Earth is tilted. The sun is that way. He's like making the opposition point for them. That's how stupid these people are.
From 40 degrees north, 74 degrees west.
So that proves what we're trying to say is that there was another light source.
No,
it proves it's the same one. It's the exact same sunspots, the exact same
because if
sun.
someone is taking pictures of the sun in England and you're looking at the sun, filming it, doing a 24-hour orbit, that doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. These people, because they can't differentiate, because they're so trained and indoctrinated that the sun is just there in the clouds. They think when it's circling Antarctica, it's still just there. So therefore, if it's just above their heads in Antarctica, it can't possibly be seen from England. But it's not just there. It's all the way over there in space.
100% makes sense. Yeah.
Because if you have to think of it as the Earth being a globe. So while the sun is up in England, very low in the sky, we have to add, because it's down towards this side, the downside, because I'm from Uruguay, you know. So exactly what the globe predicts. And you see them turn for the sun, the moon. It's like you don't know where you're hopping into the conversation.
Not a clue.
This one here?
So, but we kind of agree that what we're looking at is not a giant ball of fire and gas.
No, we don't agree. We don't agree at all. So this is December 18. So then a couple days later,
after looking at these pictures.
So a couple days later, we've got this one here, which was, let me see here. Let me get the.
There's no way we're looking at
this
a giant
is
ball
at
of fire
52 degrees north.
Here's a million pictures of the sun, all taken from around the world at the exact same time, with the sunspots in exactly where they should be in proportion to where people are on the globe. Response: no, there's no way. That's no way. That's what it is. What? Like, go. Why didn't he just go and take a picture himself? Why don't any of these people ever do anything to prove their own point? Just go take a picture yourself to confirm it. When they were there, you should have been out taking pictures with a solar filter on your camera, your Flurf 1000, taking pictures of the sun with the solar filter on to prove your point that it definitely wasn't the same sun. But you didn't. Everyone else did, but they're all lying.
And 0.15 minutes west. So this looks like it's in England again. So look at that. The same sunspots there. The same pattern, except rotated. Yeah, they match. That's what we're looking at. That's the whole point. They're rotated 180 degrees. And then you see over on the far left side, you see there's a little sunspot there on the edge. You see that one? Look at that. You see it there too, but it's closer to the edge. You know why? That's because the sun is actually rotating, and you can actually see the rotation of the sun. So Dave took 1,200 photographs of the sun. I cropped them all and put you see that metadata at the top? I put that in there with some software that I wrote. And then, because I had them all on my computer, I dropped them into my video editing software and animated them. I won't take away Dave's thunder, but I can tell you, you see the sun rotate.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Love that. Niko, I can't wait for your debunk on this.
I want to hear. All right, let's let him spew his copium.
Let him debunk it. Let's go.
So first of all, we're not looking at a giant gaseous ball of fire 93 million miles
you're
away.
repeating yourself.
Why not?
You already said that lie. So move to your next lie.
So this illuminated disc.
Move to your next lie.
You said that I want to see this rotating disc light orb that you captured, so that would be interesting. But yeah, it's still
there.
Tell you what, I will play it for you right now. I will steal Dave's thunder if you will commit to saying that the Earth is a globe when I play it.
No chance.
Well, you should save it, because that can never happen. But definitely
got it. So you're just sea lioning. You're saying, show me this when you have admitted that if I show it to you, you still won't admit the truth.
I'm just preparing. But you're
preparing your lie.
No, we're just getting the backup ready, because we're still set on the virtual studio setup, the volume, and we don't think that you're going to be able to disprove that.
It's on screen right now.
Simulator on backup.
So it's a virtual studio that he's just said, but he's also saying it's a sun simulator as well. They need to pick one. They won't. This is why they would never have a flat model, because then they know it's falsifiable, and then it falls apart, and then they can't say I haven't got a model, which is what they have to fall back on, because they never make any positive claims, because they know they'll be debunked immediately the moment that they do. And with this cope here, from the fact that they're pretending that people didn't go to Antarctica, the reason that they're keeping it vague, and it's going to be either this, or this excuse, not just one, and here's the proof. It's going to be all of them, because then if you get rid of one, we've still got all of the others, because we cannot just say we're fucking idiots, right?
100% disproven right here. This you can't get this with the sun simulator. Here it is. This is the photograph we took in Antarctica right here on the 15th. And here's a photograph that somebody in England took on the 15th. Isn't that glorious?
Niko.
Rotated. Oh, this one's Colorado. This isn't England. This is 38 degrees north. Look at that. It's rotated. just as the globe predicts. So,
and Niko, you think you can debunk like one thing, but then remember that Toon has 16 experiments. There's a bunch more videos of the 24-hour sun. There's all the other data that we're collecting, like that they're collecting, like the photos of the moon and the photos of the sun, and then the videos of the videos of the 24-hour moon should come in hopefully sometime soon.
Oh, by the way, on that one, as I was setting up here today, I was clicking through YouTube to find this video. And it seems that Will Duffy has put up a video of the 24-hour moon that somebody sent him because they knew it was going to happen soon. Shortly after they left Antarctica, obviously he's managed to procure the video that he promised he would try to procure. I think that's available, so go check it out on the Final Experiments YouTube channel.
And
Okay.
you have
I haven't watched it. It might not be that. So don't come back at me if it wasn't. But that's what it looked like from the thumbnail.
so much. You're paddling down a river of jam with like just your hands.
Not really. I'm not saying that you guys did not see the sun. So these pictures could be taken from Antarctica when it was daylight for a certain amount of time.
I'm sorry. Did you notice
24 hours?
Did you notice? Did you notice the time on there? The timestamp? You see that?
It wasn't 24 hours, that's for sure. 1:31 a.m.
Do you see the timestamp on there? What's that? What's that timestamp? It's UTC. What is it?
So I'm guessing 1:31 a.m.
Yeah. You think it was just a little bit of time, huh? Yeah, here. All right, let me get. How many pictures did I say that we took? Remember?
Over 1,200, I believe.
1,200, correct. Good job. All right, let me get a good one here. Here you go. Ooh, 4:47 a.m. 1:31 a.m. 4:47 a.m. And look, the sunspots have moved. Uh-oh. Sucks to be you.
So wait, are you saying that the sun is spinning spherically, or is it just turning?
100% the sun spins because it is a sphere.
No way. I'm not.
I don't care. I don't care about your denialism. This just shows how committed you are to being a liar.
Exactly. No way. He's never left an echo chamber to hear this before. It definitely isn't true because the Bible tells him that, even though it's his interpretation of the Bible, tells him it's not true. Therefore, it has to not be true. This is all fake.
This thing that you're showing me that I'm seeing right before my eyes.
No.
Is not happening. This is not real. Love that.
Exactly.
I'm not looking at a sphere. That is a flat illuminated disc. There's no way it can spin, horizontally.
You don't play soccer in Canada,
Hold
right?
on,
You do know.
Nico, my wife is laughing at you. She popped in. She's asking, what do you think the sun is?
It's definitely not.
No.
93
I don't want to
miles
hear.
away.
Don't answer with it's not this. Tell me what the sun is.
It's the great luminaries that God put within the firmament.
Oh, fuck off. Right, let's find something else here. Right, now let's move. If they've moved on topics, they're now going to be talking about this. He still believes this is real. This Gleason's map, this guy, he can't explain anything on it. Let's watch him get annihilated on this.
No. So what they're looking at right now in the live stream, they're looking at my here, I'll show you. They're looking at this. Okay, so here, so you stop your share so you can see what I'm doing here, Nico. Okay, so here's we were down around here, somewhere there, right? That's where we were, and when we looked south, we saw the sun, right over here somewhere, right? That's what we saw. Middle of the night, we saw the sun down there, right? Now. But you think, well, in reality, the sun was over here, and this was confirmed by independent observers, right? So how is it?
So how would that happen then? Is they're standing there? Obviously, this is bullshit. There is no ice wall here. They filmed the entire flight, didn't get an ice wall on any of it. So it's just the continent on the underside, I guess, in relation to the North Pole of the globe. They looked that way south and saw the sun. That's why it was circling over their head. The sun was also over this point at the same time they was looking that way to see it. How could that work? Maybe if you turned this into a globe, they look that way and they would see that. Maybe. Do you think?
That we looked this direction when the sun was up there, because we should look that direction to see the sun. So what is the answer? My wife is curious. So give us your answer. Don't, if you had to be given the answer from somebody else, just give us your interpretation of it.
Just pure fakery and deception.
So no answer.
Love that.
But I already showed that it's not fakery. We have actual photos of it, and the sunspots match the sunspots that were taken similar times a day up here. So it's the same sun, the same sunspots. So how was the fakery?
Basically, you're saying you viewed the sun south to the point that it's beyond the ice wall, it's beyond the dome firmament.
Ice wall.
Well, yeah, there's no ice wall. We confirmed that when we flew over Antarctica, and there's no dome firmament because we confirmed that when we looked south and saw the sun instead of.
They've all got flight. They've all got the entire flight out of the window. No ice wall. Even the flat earthers. No ice wall.
North.
Yeah, but Operation High Jump has already confirmed that Antarctica has a 200-meter high ice wall.
I flew over it. I posted a video. There's 3 videos of the flight from Punta Arenas to Antarctica. There's no ice wall.
Recalculating.
You can go there.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, you can go, Niko. You can go.
They don't have guns.
Niko, we will send you. We will campaign for you and get you. It has to be next year, obviously, all the way to Antarctica. That would be really fun for us.
Wait, I mean, you'd have to do a fundraising and get yourself there, and yeah.
That's the thing. You guys know there's no time to do that. There is no next year. This potentially could have been the one and only
There is no next year.
time, which is why it
What
took
do you
place.
mean? You can go next year in December. Antarctica will still be there.
Yeah.
And you can go.
Apparently he thinks Antarctica stops existing next year.
Yeah, object permanence, buddy. Like stuff is there, even though you don't see it.
No, I'm a strong believer that the New World Order that the Bible speaks of in Revelation, Great Tribulation is going to kick off. So yeah, there's going to be no chance of trying to replicate this experiment to match the results.
Oh, there he is. There he is. How convenient that he definitely would go, but he won't be able to because there's going to be no next year. I wonder what he would do when there is a next year.
Something's going on, especially January 20th marks 666 months since the fake moon landing on July 20th, 1969.
Okay,
Love
so
that.
if nothing happens but by December next year, will you accept the penalty laid out in the Old Testament for false prophets?
Oh,
No, this is
No.
nothing's gonna. We're going by this day by day, month by month. Sorry.
Wait,
So
no, you are making a prophecy, and so you should definitely adhere to the punishment for false prophets from the Old Testament. Max, do you remember what that is?
I'm not setting dates.
I think it's a very harsh punishment. I don't remember
it
exactly
is.
right now.
It's a different kind of stoning than you might get if you have if you imbibe in the devil's lettuce. And it tends to be terminal. So that's what you get, Niko, if you're incorrect about your prophecy, according to the Old Testament. Are you willing to adhere to that?
So I'm following the prophecy very closely, and with everything that's going on with Trump being inaugurated the very day that does mark 666 months since the moon landing. So this could be a celebration.
Which moon landing?
This could be the perfect day for Satan to usher in the Antichrist and switch over to the New World Order. So again, it's a day by day watching and treading very carefully. And the way things have looked just this past month alone, it's looking very shady.
Okay, so if you're wrong, then, if you're wrong, are you willing to accept the punishment from the Old Testament? Because you're being very clear here about your prophecies here. You adhere to that? Is that what you want? Is that you just a volunteer say, hey, people, give me that punishment if I'm wrong? You stick to that? Sack up? Be bold, be brave. Go ahead. You're going to do that? Or are you going to say, maybe not?
No, I've said what I've had to say. We're following the prophecies closely and going by the Bible.
So no, then. Get out of jail card there from him. I totally believe this. I'm much more informed than everybody else. I totally know that this is all going to happen. Will you stand by it and take the punishment in your own book that you definitely believe in if none of this happens? Well, no, not really. What a shocker. Another fake claim made by a fake prick, flat earth dickhead that has no evidence and just demands evidence all the time, then dismisses all of the evidence, even when their own kind go to Antarctica and take pictures of the stuff they say is impossible. Disregard these people, honestly. It is absolutely pathetic. I'm going to probably get abuse in the comments from flat earthers that haven't even watched to this point because they don't like to hear anything. They're still wanking over Eric Dubay's latest video that has been debunked by Globey McGlobeface. By the way, go check that out. The debunking by Dubay has been debunked by Globey. So go check that out on YouTube. But thanks for listening to this and watching this today. Happy New Year all, and I'll see you later.